I'm John D. Reinhardt, and I'm on a mission to explore California's rich aviation heritage from the dawn of flight right through to the space age by visiting the many California Air Museums. Today we journeyed out through the vineyards of the Paso Robles wine country to visit the Estrella Warbirds Museum, an impressive collection of vintage aircraft adjacent to the Paso Robles Municipal Airport. Estrella packs a huge number of surprises in a relatively small footprint. Their massive collection of mostly Vietnam-era fighter jets and helicopters is augmented by their huge cache of military transport vehicles and this great M60A1 patent tank undergoing refurbishment. If that's not enough, there's the Red Ball Express, a second collection of transport vehicles from World War II. And make sure and check out the Woodland Automotive Museum, all in the same stretch of land. We met with author, historian, and former combat and test pilot George J. Marrett.
Out on the flight line, it was different. I mean, still you wouldn't go first name, but you could interact.
Who guided our attention through the impressive array of airplanes that he actually helped develop. For example, this Lockheed F-104.
F-104, we actually have a 104 here that has my name on it.
This is a TF-104, a training version. Chuck Yeager famously crashed a rocket-powered in F-104.
So I am 28 years old. My wife was, I guess, 22 or 3. We had a 4-year-old son, and she was about 6 months pregnant.
Oh my God.
So the first day was a welcome at there. We were supposed to be in the auditorium, all the new students and their wives and children and everything, and we're waiting for Chuck Yeager to come in. And my wife was not very happy that I wanted to be a test pilot. That sounded very dangerous to her. And I told her, oh no, it's not going to be dangerous. The weather is always good out at Edwards, and they maintain the airplanes to the top standards, and we get the best training and everything. So in comes Yeager. He has one arm in the sling and this big bandage around his neck with burnt face. He comes walking in, and my wife looks over at me like, here's the grand old man of flight test, and he's all bummed out. How are you going to do?
And the venerable McDonnell Douglas F-4S Phantom II parked right next to it.
You know, Phantom was a gutsy airplane. Twin engine, it had a lot of weapons on it, there were a lot of squadrons flying it.
But it does feature this beautiful example of a Grumman F-14 Tomcat.
F-14, that's the best airplane that ever flew.
You'll also find this beautiful little Northrop F-5A Freedom Fighter. Out on the tarmac, beyond this still-flying Douglas C-47 Goonie Bird painted in D-Day invasion stripes, sits the International Collection. It's so great to be able to walk right up to these great airplanes, like this little Fuga CM-170 Magister. These guys out here are all waiting their turn in the restoration hangar, and you can see there's a Grumman A6 Intruder wrapping up in there right now. It's hard to imagine from looking at it, but the Lockheed P-2V Neptune was actually equipped to drop a nuclear bomb. Those red doors cover the intakes of the jet engines. Yeah, the Neptune was a JATO, jet-assisted takeoff. These doors closed once the plane reached a safe altitude to save gas. And the bug-eye windows of this Grumman US-2D tracker betray its job as an anti-submarine bomber. Over beyond the T-33, in which George Marrett started his career, sits the lithe and lovely lines of the North American F-86D Sabre jet. It points at that box kite-looking North American OV-10A, another mainstay from the Vietnam War. Estrella is absolutely packed up with treasures, not least of all is Captain Marrett in the depth he brings to the museum. You can read about his years as a test pilot in Contrails Over the Mojave, published by the Naval Institute Press, and in Testing Death, published by Prager Security International, and his wild combat rescue adventures in Cheating Death, published by Smithsonian Books. The next time you're in the Central Coast wine country, do yourself a massive favor and head over to the Paso Robles Municipal Airport and the Estrella Warbirds Museum. From 101, take Highway 46 east, get off at Airport Road, make a right on Dry Creek Road, and you're sure to find them. Just turn at the A4 Skyhawk.
Again, that's pilot talk. Yeah. That's the way we do things.